Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the third Commitments of Traders report of 2023, and as we always do, we're going to start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. We are going to do a stress analysis on large speculators net positions, and we will choose one market which we're going to analyze with the wonderful iCOT intraday indicator. Before I jump into the review, just a brief reminder for those who are new to COT analysis. Here at COTbase.com, you'll find a lot of educational material, not only in written format, but we have some very useful videos as well. These videos will guide you through the analysis process. You can find them here under the help menu. There's some very good tutorial videos showing you what kind of tools there are to best analyze this wonderful data that CFTC publishes on a weekly basis, the Commitments of Traders report. So back to the review, and starting off with our first market, feeder cattle, where as you can see, we have a 58% change in commercials net positions. Now we are analyzing the classic COT report type, which CFTC calls the legacy COT report. It has the longest history, and we are analyzing futures and options data types. So let's get to it. Feeder cattle, here we go. So you can see commercials represented with the red line over here and the change in their net positions at the very end. It is 58% compared to the past 52 weeks time range, which of course corresponds with the 1 year chart. It is a bullish COT change signal, no question about that, and it is a very nice setup. I like when the change is pointing in the opposite direction to which the market was headed in the past couple of days, weeks before that change signal. So it is a bullish change signal suggesting strengthening. If you go back in time to March of 2022, you can see we had a larger change than average after this decline, and basically giving an end to it and pushing the market higher from there. So that's supporting. And here on the 5 years chart, we get a chance to examine the stresses in the market, which as you may see is leaning a bit towards the bullish side of the market. So everything is supporting the continuation of the rise of the price of feeder cattle. So that was the stress analysis. The next market we're going to open and examine closer is lumber. Here we have a 31% change in commercials net positions, and as you can see on the chart, it is the largest change in the past 1 year. It is a bearish COT change signal coming after a bit of a rise, but caution is advised, because if you open the 5 years chart, you can clearly see that we are actually still closer to a bullish COT extreme territory. So we have been in this place for quite some time after this decline has been going on since, early part of 2022. So this bullish extreme has been indicating that a bottom may have took place. So if that's the case, then we are moving rapidly away from that extreme. This could actually mean that we have reached the bottom. Of course, time will tell. Nevertheless, it's good to know we have a bearish COT change signal. However, there was a bullish extreme present in the market. The next market will be soybeans. Here we have a 20% change in commercials net positions. And if we move to the 1 year chart, you can see it clearly. Again, we're talking about a larger than average change size, and it is a bearish COT change signal suggesting weakness in the next couple of days. Moving to the 5 years chart, not only do we have a bearish COT change signal, you can see that we are getting closer and closer to bearish COT extreme levels. You can see what kind of levels did what to the market. Clearly, there is a correlation between extremes. For instance, here we had the most bullish COT extreme, and we had a bearish extreme a little bit early, I must admit, a little bit early. But it is always good to look at correlating markets, which we'll do, because if you follow me to large speculator COT extreme analysis, you'll see that soybean meal is going to be the next market we're going to look at. Next market after orange juice. So let's start with orange juice first. Here we have a 314 report extreme in large speculators net positions. It is a clear bearish COT extreme situation suggesting weakness coming. You can go back in time and see what the market did when we had a larger than average stress in the market. starting basically from 2018. You can see these levels correlating with the tops, and then of course a decline that took about a year and a half. So we have a bearish extreme over here. Orange juice in the medium to long term, we are expecting to lose value. Soybean meal, and this is going to be the last market for the review because I want to jump over to the analysis in TradingView using the indicator, the iCOT intraday indicator, because I want to show you something. So soybean meal, huge bearish COT extreme, 245 reported extreme in large speculators. The exact same extreme can be witnessed in commercials net positions. You can see that is this is an extreme level that we had in April 2018, just at that top. We are witnessing the same exact stress level. We also saw that in soybeans we have more of a bearish picture. So, all over soybean markets, we are witnessing a bearish setup. Now, if you use the iCOT intraday indicator, this is our own indicator, but very similar concept as to classic COT analysis. You can see we have these iCOT scores that mimic a little bit what you have in classic COT chart analysis. But it's something that we developed to aim at shorter time frames. So obviously the classic COT report is a weekly data CFTC publishes, whereas our indicator can be used in the micro time frame. This is soybean meal, and we are looking at a 4-hour candlestick chart. You can see that we are basically catching a bottom in the market over here, or at least on this chart. And you can see the indicator following the market higher, and right around that top we get this wonderful stripe signal. Now, what are these stripe signals? If you come back to the main page, cotbase.com, under indicators you will find the iCOT intraday indicator, and in the example charts we show you what kind of signals we are looking for. The third chart over here shows you we have these scores. We've got speculators, so the green line is called speculators, commercials, red line. I would like to point out this is not data from CFTC, but we do like to call them because we're just used to these terms. And if you look at the chart, we have these yellow diamonds. These are representing commercial extremes. And we have the change of the bar color. Those are speculators extremes. Now, when they both happen at the same time and we are supported by this gray balance line, then we get these vertical red or green colored stripes. We call them stripe signals. These are the strongest signals from the system. Everything is set up well, and that's actually what we see on soybeans. And you can see that we catch this top and the market starts to fall. We have another sell signal. This is coming only from speculators extreme, as you may see, and it is supporting what we just analyzed in our weekly COT review. So back to that, soybean meal, we have a 245 report extreme suggesting weakness in the medium to long term, but actually we are witnessing in the shorter time frame on this 4-hour candlestick chart that we are headed a little bit lower. Now we can switch to a 1-hour candlestick chart, and you can see what that we have more stripe signals catching these tops beautifully. Okay, so this is what the iCOT intraday indicator with AfterSignal does. So this is the one we have the AfterSignal built in. It basically filters out signals and only enters when there's a confirmation, there's a price movement in the direction of the signal. So that was all for this review. I wanted to give you just a little snapshot on what kind of services we offer and how you can best analyze these markets. If you have any questions, always feel free to comment underneath these videos or send us an email to info@cotbase.com. I do appreciate your attention. I wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you in my next COT review. Take care. Goodbye.